Okay, so first I washed my hands and put my hair up, and I already measured out the ingredients except for the flour and the milk. Now I'm reading the recipe. Then I'm going to add some salt because it adds flavoring because the pasta is very bland. And then I'm going to put the lid on because it helps the boiling process. Now I'm going to pour 2 cups of milk into a liquid measuring cup. Now I'm going to do 1/4 cup of flour into a dry measuring cup. Now I'm leveling it off with a knife. Making a roux, you have to have equal part butter and equal part flour. A blonde roux is the beginning stage of caramelization, while a brown roux is colored more brown because of the caramelization. Now I'm going to add 1/4 cup of butter to the non-stick pan using a plastic spoon because metal spoons scratch the non-stick pan. And then we wait for it to melt. Now that the butter is melted, I'm going to remove it from the heat and add the flour into the butter. And then mix that. And kind of break up the clumps. Now I'm going to add a small amount of milk because this breaks up the clumps even more. And then once it's all mixed in, I'm going to add the rest of the milk to thicken it up and make it into a white sauce. And now I'm going to put it back on the heat since it's almost mixed up. I'm going to add the rest of the milk and constantly stirring so that the proteins in the milk don't scorch at the bottom of the pan. And then I'll stop when it gets thick. Now since the water is boiling, I'm going to add the 1 pound. Okay, so now that it's thicker, we check on the back of the spoon and see how it's separated and it's not going back together. That means it's thick enough. So then we're going to turn off the heat, remove it from the heat because you want the milk mixture or the white sauce to mix the cheese or to melt the cheese and not the flame to melt the cheese. So we're just going to mix that in there. Add some of our seasoning. Now we're going to test the pasta to see if it's al dente. Oops. The pasta's done. So we're going to turn the heat off.
Throwing in cheese in?
No. Then we're going to take the mac and cheese, or the noodles. We're going to take the cheese mixture and pour it in. And we pour the noodles in the cheese sauce because you don't want to pour the cheese sauce in the other pan because then you have cheese everywhere. And then that's it. You have yourself mac and cheese.